You're here right now listening to these words for a reason. This isn't random chance. This isn't luck. This is a moment that could change everything for you. Pay attention, because what you're about to learn has the power to transform your life in ways you never thought possible. Think about it. Out of all the people in the world, you're the one who found this message. Why? Because you're ready. You're ready to step into a new version of yourself. You're ready to break free from old patterns and create a future that excites you. Now, I want you to take a deep breath. Feel the air filling your lungs. As you breathe out, let go of any doubts or fears holding you back. Because right now, in this moment, you have infinite potential within you. You see, most people go through life on autopilot. They wake up, go to work, come home, watch TV, go to sleep, and repeat. Day after day, year after year, they're stuck in a loop, never realizing that they have the power to change their reality. But you're different. You're here because something inside you knows there's more to life. You feel it in your bones, that restlessness, that hunger for something greater. It's your inner wisdom calling you to evolve. When was the last time you felt truly alive? When did you last feel a surge of energy, passion, and purpose coursing through your veins? If you can't remember, or if it's been too long, listen closely, because I'm about to share with you the secrets that have helped thousands of people just like you unlock their hidden potential and create extraordinary lives. Your thoughts with understanding a simple truth. Your thoughts create your reality, every single thing in your life right now. Your relationships, your job, your health, your bank account. It's all a result of your past thinking and beliefs. Now, this might sound scary at first. You might be thinking, if my thoughts created my current reality and I'm not happy with where I am, does that mean it's my fault? But here's the amazing thing. Once you understand this principle, you realize that you have the power to change everything. Your brain is the most powerful tool in the universe. It's more complex than any computer, more valuable than any treasure. And you've been carrying it around your whole life without realizing its true potential. Here's the thing. Your brain doesn't know the difference between what's happening in the outside world and what you're vividly imagining. When you close your eyes and picture yourself achieving your goals, your brain fires the same neural pathways as if you were actually doing it. This is why visualization is so powerful. When you consistently visualize your desired future, you're literally rewiring your brain to make that future a reality. You're creating new neural pathways, new patterns of thinking and behaving that align with the person you want to become. But it's not enough to just visualize once in a while. You need to make it a daily practice. You need to be more committed to your new future than to your past. You need to fall in love with the vision of your new life so deeply that you think about it more than your current problems. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. This sounds great, but I've tried positive thinking before. It didn't work for me. If that's you, I want you to listen carefully. Positive thinking alone isn't enough. You need to combine it with elevated emotions. You see, your thoughts are the language of the brain, but your feelings are the language of the body. When you combine clear, focused thoughts with powerful, positive emotions, you create a state of being that sends a signal to the universe. You become a living, breathing magnet for the life you desire. Think about a time when you were truly happy. Maybe it was the day you got married or when you achieved a major goal. Remember how you felt in that moment. The joy, the excitement, the sense of possibility. That feeling is your creative power. It's the energy that shapes your reality. Now, imagine if you could tap into that energy every single day. Imagine waking up each morning filled with excitement for the day ahead. Imagine facing challenges with confidence and calm, knowing that you have the power to overcome anything. This isn't just wishful thinking. This is science. We now know that when you combine clear intention with elevated emotion, you change your brain chemistry. You release feel-good neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin. You strengthen your immune system. You literally become a different person on a biological level. But here's the can't wait for external circumstances to change before you feel this way. You have to choose to feel it now regardless of your current situation. This is what separates those who create extraordinary lives from those who stay. Most people live in a state of stress and survival. They're constantly reacting to their environment, letting outside circumstances dictate how they feel. But when you learn to generate elevated emotions from within, you become the creator of your life instead of a victim of circumstance. Now, I'm not saying this is easy. It takes practice. It takes dedication. It takes a willingness to step out of your comfort zone and do things differently. But I promise you, the rewards are beyond anything you can imagine. Think about it this way. Every great invention, every world changing discovery, every incredible achievement in human history started as a thought in someone's mind. The computer you're using right now, the phone in your pocket, the car you drive, you have the same creative power within you. The only difference between you and the people who have achieved greatness is that they learned to harness this power. They learned to direct their thoughts and emotions in a way that aligns with their desires. So, how do you do this? It starts with becoming aware of your current thoughts and feelings. Pay attention to your inner dialogue. Notice how you talk to yourself throughout the day. Are you constantly criticizing yourself? Are you focusing on what's wrong instead of what's possible? Once you become aware of your thought patterns, you can start to change them. Replace negative self-talk with affirmations that align with your goals. Instead of saying, I can't do this, say, I am capable of overcoming any challenge. Instead of dwelling on past failures, focus on the lessons you've learned and how they've made you stronger. But remember, it's not just about changing your thoughts. You need to feel the emotions associated with your desired future. If you want to be successful, you need to feel successful now. If you want to be healthy, you need to feel healthy now. If you want love in your life, you need to feel love now. This might sound counterintuitive. You might be thinking, how can I feel successful when I'm struggling financially? How can I feel healthy when I'm dealing with chronic pain? But this is where the magic happens. When you can generate these elevated emotions regardless of your external circumstances, you start to change your energy field. You start to attract experiences that match your new vibration. Think of it like tuning a radio. Right now, you might be tuned into a station playing music you don't like. But instead of waiting for the station to change its playlist, you have the power to change the frequency. You can tune into a station playing the music of your dreams. Now, I'm not saying you should ignore your current reality or pretend that problems don't exist, but what I'm saying is that you have a choice in how you respond to your circumstances. You can choose to focus on solutions instead of problems. You can choose to see opportunities instead of obstacles. The shift in perspective is crucial. Because when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. It's not just a cute saying, it's a fundamental truth about how our brains work. Your brain has something called the reticular activating system, RES. It's like a filter that decides what information from your environment is important enough to bring to your conscious attention. When you focus on something, whether it's positive or negative, your race starts to look for evidence to support that focus. This is why when you buy a new car, you suddenly start seeing that same model everywhere. It's not that there are more of those cars on the road, it's that your brain is now tuned to notice them. The same principle applies to your goals and desires. When you consistently focus on what you want, your rays starts to filter in opportunities and resources that can help you achieve those goals. Things that were always there, but that you never noticed before suddenly become visible. But here's the catch. This process takes time. It takes repetition. It takes persistence. You can't just visualize your goals once and expect miracles to happen overnight. You need to make this practice a part of your daily routine. This is where meditation comes in. When you meditate, you create space between your thoughts. You start to observe your mind instead of being caught up in its constant chatter. This awareness is the first step to change. But we're not talking about passive meditation here. We're talking about active, focused meditation where you consciously direct your thoughts and emotions towards your desired future, where you rehearse being the person you want to become. Imagine starting each day with a 20-minute meditation where you visualize your ideal life in vivid detail. You see yourself waking up full of energy, tackling your goals with enthusiasm, interacting with others from a place of love and compassion. You feel the emotions associated with living this life. The joy, the gratitude, the sense of purpose. Over time, this practice starts to rewire your brain. You create new neural pathways that support your goals. You start to think, feel, and act more like the person you want to become. And as you change on the inside, your outer world starts to change to match. Now, I know some of you might be skeptical. You might be thinking, this sounds too good to be true. How can just thinking about something make it happen? But here's the thing. It's not just about thinking. It's about embodying. It's about becoming When you consistently practice this kind of focused meditation, you're not just daydreaming, you're actively changing your brain chemistry, you're altering your energy field, you're sending a clear signal to the universe about who you are and what you want. The universe always responds. It has to. It's a fundamental law of nature. Like, energy attracts similar energy. When you change your internal state, your external reality has no choice but to change to match it. And this is crucial, you have to trust the process. You have to have faith, because often the changes happen in ways you can't predict or control. Opportunities show up that you never could have imagined. People come into your life who can help you in ways you never expected. This is where many people falter. They start the practice, but they give up too soon because they don't see immediate results. They don't realize that change often happens gradually, and then suddenly it's like water heating up. It gets hotter and hotter degree by degree, and then suddenly it boils. Your life can transform in the same way. You might not notice the small changes day by day, but over time they accumulate. And then one day you wake up and realize that your life has completely transformed. But here's the can't be attached to how your desires manifest. You have to be open to receiving in unexpected ways, because often the universe has plans for you that are far greater than anything you could have imagined for yourself. This is where surrender comes in. Not a passive surrender where you give up and stop trying, but an active surrender where you do everything in your power to move towards your goals, while at the same time letting go of your attachment to the outcome. It's a delicate balance. You need to be clear about what you want, but flexible about how you get it. You need to take inspired action, but also trust in perfect timing. You need to believe in your vision with every fiber of your being, but also be open to the possibility that something even better might be in store for you. This kind of surrender requires courage. It requires faith. It requires a willingness to step into the unknown. Because when you truly commit to this path of personal transformation, you're saying goodbye to your old self. You're letting go of old patterns, old beliefs, old ways of being that no longer serve you. And that can be scary. Your brain is wired to seek safety and familiarity. It wants to keep you in your comfort zone, even if that zone is filled with struggle and pain. Because at least it's familiar, at least it's known. But here's the truth. Your greatest joy, your greatest achievements lie just outside your comfort zone. They're waiting for you in the realm of the unknown, in the space of infinite possibility. What would you ask yourself right now? What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? Who would you be if you let go of all your limitations? What kind of life would you create if you truly believed in your own power? These aren't just rhetorical questions. They're invitations to step into a new version of yourself, invitations to create a life beyond your wildest dreams. Because here's the thing. You are not your past. You are not your circumstances. You are not your limitations. You are a being of infinite potential, capable of creating miracles in your life. But you have to choose it. You have to claim it. You have to be willing to let go of who you think you are to become who you're meant to be. This journey of transformation isn't always easy. There will be challenges. There will be setbacks. There will be moments of doubt and fear, but that's okay. That's part of the process. In fact, those challenges are opportunities. They're chances for you to prove to yourself how strong you really are. They're invitations to dig deeper, to tap into resources you didn't even know you had. The universe never gives you a dream without also giving you the power to achieve it. The very fact that you can imagine a better life means that you have the capacity to create it, but you have to be willing to do the work. You have to be willing to face your fears, to confront your limiting beliefs, to push through the discomfort of growth. And most importantly, you have to be consistent. You can't just do this work when you feel like it or when it's convenient. You have to make it a non-negotiable part of your daily life. Wake up every morning and spend time in meditation, visualizing your ideal future. Throughout the day, catch yourself when you fall into old patterns of thinking and consciously choose new, empowering thoughts. Before you go to bed, review your day and celebrate your progress. No matter how small, remember every thought you think, every word you speak, every action you take is either moving you towards your goals or away from them. There is no neutral ground. You're either growing or you're stagnating. So choose growth. Choose evolution. Choose to become the best version of yourself. And you do this work as you consistently align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with your desires. Something magical starts to happen. You start to experience synchronicities, coincidences that seem too perfect to be random, opportunities that show up at just the right time. This is the universe responding to your new vibration. This is the law of attraction in action. This is you stepping into the flow of life where things start to happen effortlessly and everything seems to work out in your favor. As you transform your own life, you naturally start to impact the lives of others. Your energy becomes contagious. People are drawn to you. They want to know your secret. They're inspired by your example. And that's when you realize that this journey was never just about you. It was about becoming the best version of yourself so that you could make a positive impact on the world. Because when you change yourself, you change the world. Every person you interact with is affected by your energy. Every life you touch is changed in some way. You become a living example of what's possible when someone commits to their own growth and evolution. So I want you to think big. I want you to dream big. I want you to set goals that scare you a little bit, because those are the goals that will push you to grow. Those are the goals that will force you to become more than you currently are. And as you work towards these goals, remember to enjoy the journey, because the truth is there is no destination. There's no point where you'll finally arrive and everything will be perfect. Life is a constant process of growth and evolution. The joy is in the journey. The fulfillment is in the process of becoming. The magic is in those moments when you surprise yourself, when you do something you didn't think was possible, when you become more than you were yesterday. So embrace the journey, embrace the challenges, embrace the growth, because every obstacle is an opportunity. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Every moment of doubt is a chance to reaffirm your faith in yourself and in the universe. You are here right now, reading these words because you're ready for this message. You're ready to step into your power. You're ready to create a life that lights you up, that fills you with passion and purpose, that allows you to make your unique contribution to the world, and the world needs you.